Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Downfall. And the first time ever I took an entire episode to just do the prologue before you actually start the game. I did some research. Joe and Ivy, who we were playing as kids, are the newlywed couple that show up in the middle of the cat lady, not the main character of the cat lady and her husband. That makes more sense, honestly, because there's a little too much of the story that's been set in stone to play a prequel, something that happens before the events of the previous game, as the same character. Although, you know, maybe down the road, something like that will happen. I suppose it is also possible that throughout the events of the many people we saw in the cat lady, there's room enough to make maybe 3 or 4 more games with other characters. Like, many characters popped up. But let's not sit here on the menu, let's actually start the game. We're gonna start with the subtitles on. They were on by default at the beginning of the intro. So like the cat lady, this is black and white and red. Spooky, psychological horror. I don't think, frankly, people would want to fall in love and be together with a person who was with you when your brother accidentally blew himself with a grenade. That just doesn't ring true. Wow, look at this animation. I heavily suspect this was not in the original version. Well, you can almost guarantee none of it was, because it's in black and white and the original game really isn't that way. R. Michelle? Or Mishki? Yeah, this gotta be brand new. Quiet Haven Hotel. I'm just gonna let us listen to the music here, and hopefully YouTube's Content ID system doesn't complain against it. Games like this really make me want to make sure to get the soundtracks, and they are available as DLC. Games like this are half built around selling the soundtrack, and scenes of violence, gore, sexual content, strong language, and is suitable only for persons 18 years and over. With sound mind, I would add. Although that warning needed to be at the very beginning of the game, not after the intro. I imagine, since this is still a remake of the game, the first game he made, the original Downfall, we're not going to have as much of a complication,
well, here we are,
or as much of a challenge as the cat lady.
It's like they're saying, welcome to Quiet Haven. We wouldn't want you feeling too happy now, would we? It sure looked better on the website.
That puts it in an interesting time frame.
Ivy, are you alright?
So this is gotta be only a few years, like, before the events of the cat lady at most, because the internet played a part in. Let's see, the last thing I said in the prologue is, "Don't do this to me." So let's repeat that.
Come on, darling. Don't do this to me. I understand you've been stressed. So have I, but it's time to let go of that shit and try to be ourselves. So please, don't give me this silent treatment. We can start again here. We will start again here.
And she can Is she ever gonna speak? Is she really there?
What have I done? We were driving, and then you went to sleep for a while, and really, what the hell have I done? I'd like to know if that's okay. You know, I'm trying my best here, so can you please just cut it out and talk to me? It's been a long drive. I'm tired, and I really don't need this.
Well, who's gonna be the one really making the scene? She seems to just be not talking to me, so let's just give up and book us in. I suppose there is this desire to get as much dialogue out of the game as possible, so let's, I guess. Do I play it the way I want to play it, which kind of mattered in the Cat Lady, or do I play it trying to see everything? I think I want to play it the way I want to play it, because I'm probably only going to play this game once, and I want to get the ending that the creator just deems appropriate based on my interactions. So I'm going to give up and just book us in.
I give up. Let's book us in. There's got to be someone here who can give us a room.
There's nobody there.
Did you hear that? This storm is gonna be huge.
And then she just walks off. Let's see. Nobody's here. It's hardly surprising for this time of night. Well, call for assistance.
Hello? Is anybody there?
And see, the original Downfall started in a totally different place. Or maybe it's more accurate to say it just doesn't let you skip the prologue. But I definitely was in a different location and a top-down appearance instead of a side view appearance that we're looking at here. Let's call. I don't know who I call. We can use the lift. We can look at the plant. We had a black cat once. I told Ivy I buried him in the park. She'll never know. Teacup, the key master. Reference to Ghostbusters. There are fridge magnets advertising Quiet Haven Hotel. I'll take one. Ivy likes collecting them.
Ivy? Where are you going?
Are we just gonna follow her? And say I don't want to enter anywhere and just leave her alone. See, Ivy.
Devil came through here.
She seems like she's very, very mentally disturbed or heavily medicated. So when he says she goes to sleep, I'm not sure what he really means by that.
Hey, you got your voice back. Are we okay now? Can we go back to that room?
We're not alone, Joe. They are watching us.
Who?
These bad people.
The audience?
They live in the mirrors.
Me?
They reach out sometimes, trying to grab. They've gone now, but soon they will return.
I knew you'd ruin it. You always ruin everything. That's something that was said in the previous game. But I mean, I'm not here to play the previous game over and over again and just quote lines. Because if I do that, I'm just kind of playing into the script. Let's try to subvert the script.
What the hell are you talking about?
Can you really not see them?
No, I can't.
There's no mirrors.
Close your eyes and you'll see them too. They'll devour you whole, Joe. They will.
No! Get away from him!
I have gone now.
Who's gone? I don't understand.
The big fat flesh-eating maggots with blood pouring out of their hungry mouths. They are always hungry, and they will bite and chew and swallow until we are nothing.
This is crazy. We need to get you to a doctor, Ivy.
I like how the
I really
edges
don't know
get
what
darker
to do.
and brighter
You
as an
don't seem
effect.
right, Ives.
You don't see that very often in games.
I need to leave right now. Something bad is coming.
Yeah, the storm. And that's exactly why we can't leave.
There are worse things than the storm, you know.
She's talking with different voices. And this world feels like there's just a different realities for different people. Like there is this evil, dark, black and white world, and then there is the normal perspective of the world. But both seem like they might exist. It's not easily dismissed as just a fantasy of one character, because we're not even playing as the same character. We're playing as a different one, so... But yet we see the same type of things. We'll be fine, trust me.
Yeah, you losing your goddamn mind for one.
She has like
Pull yourself
a
together
red
and
cross
follow
on
me.
her skirt or
I'm
something.
sick and tired of this conversation.
So there's like no mirrors even in this room. That's the weird point. And so you try to be nice to her and it doesn't work. And you try to be... And see, if he was gonna storm out, they should have had the character stand over here and just ignore him. And then just say, fine, whatever, and then take off and walk by himself.
Hello. May I help you?
Yeah, which do you address? Do you get a room, or do you get a doctor? For, like, I think she needs a doctor immediately, but I doubt she would get one. And maybe she just needs some sleep. Like, if I was married and my wife was acting crazy for just a conversation or two, I'd say, let's get some sleep and see how you feel in the morning. And that might be a mistake because I might wake up in the middle of the night with a knife to my throat too. So, let's act out of an abundance of caution.
We have a little problem. My wife, she's not feeling too well. Is there a pharmacy still open?
Oh my. Not a headache, is it?
Something like that.
What a shame. But I'm afraid there's nothing I can do tonight, especially with the storm coming. There's a doctor staying in the hotel, though. He's practically a resident. We call him Dr. Z, a German chap. Talk to him in the morning. He might help.
Right. Thanks.
So we got a little bit of information there.
We'd like to get a room.
I see, of course. We're usually fully booked this time of year, but you're very lucky. We do have one room left. Seaside view, recently refurbished, and suite bathroom. It's a beauty.
Don't listen to her. She's a liar. Liar, liar, liar.
Fucking liar!
Yeah, it's like she has a purse with a cross on it, or...
There's blood under her nails.
Excuse me?
So, Joe very well may not be fully immersed in seeing the true situation. He may be seeing the real world. It is possible that this lady on the left is a liar and intending harm. Knowing the previous game, it's almost guaranteed.
I'm sorry. We've had a long trip.
I imagine if you played this game twice in a row, you
alright.
might respond very, very differently.
Oh, well, but the room... I'm afraid there is one problem.
What is it?
Unfortunately, there's no double bed in it. 2 singles. Is that okay with you?
It's fine. Seriously, who would have a problem with that? Is it if you're so needy to sleep next to a person every single night, you could probably just push the mattresses on the floor together or push the entire beds together, and most couples could easily go one night by themselves. It's not like these are particularly big people in the first place. They might very easily squeeze together in a single.
It's fine, I guess.
Excellent. Please follow me. I'll give you the key.
It's weird. She tried to sell you the apartment when it was the only one, and then she tried to unsell you the hotel room after she had already kind of sold it to you. Like, so you can't talk to Ivy. So there's a whole lift here, a whole
Here's the key.
limiting
Now may I have
factor
your
on
full
how
names,
much you
please?
can talk.
Joe and Ivy Davis.
Have you stayed here before? You look familiar.
No, this is the first time. Is that all? I'd really like to get some sleep.
Why, of course. First floor, room 101. Take the stairs. The lift is out of order at the moment. Breakfast at 8 a.m. Please don't be late.
Wow, what kind of hotel makes you wake up at 8 in the morning to get breakfast? I guess
Oh,
most
and one
hotels
more
do
thing.
that, though. Honestly, because they cut off at a pretty early time and stop serving breakfast so that they don't have to actually feed people and can save money.
What is it?
There's a lady staying in room 102, right next to you. She's a very light sleeper, so please try to keep your voice down. She should not be disturbed.
I'm not gonna whisper and tiptoe if that's what. Sure, whatever.
Sure. Whatever. We'll try not to disturb anyone. Good night.
She gonna say something, or she just walks? Great, the lift seems to be out of order. Unsurprising. And see, the weird thing here is that it feels like we're going to just have another surprise pretty soon. Picture of an elephant. Cellar door. Being locked. And we have to find the stairs and use them to go up again. That's an oddly framed image. See, there's 101 to 104 this way. Looks like the stairs are blocked with piles of old furniture. Who would do that? That's pretty weird. And then, is this a hotel room? Or what? There's a mirror. So this hotel is like this. Makes me feel like I'm being watched. So obviously we're gonna do something with that. But I don't think. So you're in an unfamiliar position and unfamiliar place, and your wife is acting crazy. It's very possible she may just wander off. She's already sort of wandered off already. Apparently you're not supposed to disturb the woman in this room, which, if she's right, maybe there's a dead body in that room. And then 101, and then construction tape on the lift. So here we go. We have to unlock it. We have the cat magnet. I guess we could try to use the cat magnet. No, you can't combine items. Black cat seems to be a theme here. And key. Examine the key to our room. Use. So we're not getting voice acting when we look at things. Or when he thinks things, but that's not too bad.
What is happening to me, Joe?
Good question.
I know something's been wrong for a long time, but I used to be able to control it. And now, I don't even know who I am anymore.
Why would you be such a jerk? But that is kind of the weird thing too in the previous game, is Joe seemed like he could be such a nice guy, but then he would also just every now and then just say something super mean. And I guess you can play it that way.
You said some really weird things. It's like you completely lost it there, you know?
But I'm okay now, am I?
How else should I know? You could be on a whole new trip right now, as far as I know.
I blacked out for a bit, I think. And I was dreaming. There was a woman there in the mirror. She was so fat and naked and covered in blood.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. 1 minute you're you, and the next, you're someone different. I don't even know.
That's a full psychosis.
That person has always been in me. But you didn't want to know. You were afraid to see her.
You couldn't hide it from me all these years.
Huh. You wanna bet?
So they've been married or together for years.
What do you mean?
Nothing can save us. Maybe we shouldn't be together, Joe. I mean, I've been thinking. Why do you love me?
There are so many reasons, Ivy.
Don't ask the player this question.
I am, Joe. I know your life would be easier without me. And yet you always fight for me. Can you give me just one good reason someone like me deserves to be loved?
I think this is full-on
Fine.
depression.
Let's do this. Where do I start?
You look so cute in my Nirvana t-shirt. Let's see. I never get tired of talking to you. When you smile, I feel like the happiest man alive. I miss you even after a couple hours.
When you smile, I feel like the happiest man alive. Oh, and this.
The way you look when you sleep, that's creepy. When I hold, it's like holding you in my arms when you're sad. No, you don't want her to be sad. The thing you do when you laugh, I love it.
That thing you do when you laugh, I love it. But most of all, I guess,
am I just giving her appearance compliments? I think that is probably a typical guy thing, but it also is going to potentially get thrown back in my face.
I can imagine spending the rest of my life with you. Can it be any other way?
Saying been through so much together isn't really
Like my smile?
really good.
I can't even remember the last time I smiled. And I've stopped laughing a long time ago. There's nothing funny about any of this. And finally, you want to be with me forever. I know. I've got a ring that says just that. But I don't remember where I put. Maybe I'd lost it. I think it's time to say it loud and clear.
So whatever you pick is going to get thrown back in your face.
This stupid holiday. It's never gonna fix anything. It's too late for that. So please, say it, Joe. Say it. So we can both be free.
And see, this is one of, like the argument in the previous game. I don't think it's ever going to end. So I can either say I still love you and continue, or I can say fine, I'll say it, we're finished. But I'm not going to say either one of those right now. We'll have to see where this goes. There's going to be obviously a lot of walking and a lot of talking in this game. But as you can tell, it's quite a lot of everything. I don't think there's going to be too much action or scene changes. Inherently, since this is a remake of his first game, I bet there's fewer scenes, fewer puzzles, fewer people, fewer interactions. So, and from my research, which I've done, it seems like this game is pretty short. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there is a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.